Hey y'all, I'm recording a new intro for this video because quite frankly I wasn't in love with the first one. In this video I'm going to talk about every single piece of Metal Gear Rising merch produced that we currently have documented. Intermittently I'm going to talk about my current collection as well as what I hope to collect, and I'll compile the list as we go and then we'll cover it at the end. Editor's note to the editor's note. I decided I'm just going to review the list at the very end, so ignore that. If you think this is interesting, feel free to stick around, and if you don't, that's alright. I hope you have a good day. Alright, let's get right into it. Now let's talk through every single piece of Metal Gear Rising merch, games, and everything that was ever sold. Starting with the game. So, obviously, the game was sold, and here you can see all the different box arts. Notice the Japanese art is different. This looks, oh, I wish I could get it in higher resolution, but I really like that image. That's a really good shot of Raiden. It's not quite what we got on the American, so I really like that one though. Alright, now let's look at the demo discs. This is super interesting. If I ever got a chance to get the demo discs, I would get them, no question. They look incredible. So here's the picture of the Japanese trial disc. God, that is sick. You'll notice it looks like it's the same art from the Japanese release, but in black and white with a red lens flare on his eye. And yeah, that is sick as hell. And then here are just pictures of some of them. Here's European PS3. Here's the North American that came with, oh, the Zone of the Enders. I've been meaning to pick that up so I can get this demo actually. This is sick. Oh, no, wait, it's the same thing. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I thought it was going to be branded like the original MGS, and that would have been sick. And then here's just, you know, the other European promo that came with the Metal Gear Rising disc. And then the promo copy for stores in Europe, same as the North American promo copy. Here are the promotional DVDs 1 and 2. This looks like this is the only image of these, and I can imagine they'd fetch a very, very high price. It's kind of insane, probably what they go for. So, now we're going to get into collecting, which is what I didn't explain very well, which is why I have this over here. So I am trying to collect for Metal Gear Rising, and no, there we go. I love the game, and I'm trying to collect for it. And so I kind of wanted to use this video not only to talk about each individual piece of merch and my thoughts on it, but also to talk about which ones I want to get. So, as far as merch goes, I do not care about the clothing or like any of the little trinkets. I am so sorry. They are super cool, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm already paying more than most of this stuff was worth when it released, period, which I'm fine with because it's cool, but I am not paying $75 to $100 for a t-shirt when I could just reprint it. So clothing I'm not really after. As we go through, I'm going to basically list out here what else I'm interested in. So with that, I'll just pull this back up anytime we need it. So starting with books and guides, we've got the official guides, the Japanese one featuring the same image that was on the Japanese cover art, and then the European and North American ones, which also feature the same image. Actually, the North American has the Japanese image on the front, which is kind of interesting. I actually have this coming in today, and if it comes in before I post this video, I will post a picture of it, because I'm really excited about it. Post-editing note, it came in. It is sick. I haven't had the chance to read it all yet, because I've been editing, but there's this cool foreword here with Yuji Kurikado and Atsushi Inaba, and a lot of questions and answers, and some generally cool stuff. And look, it lists what it thinks you should do through 4 playthroughs. And then what I did want to show off that I have seen already is that there's some really cool high quality renders of not only Raiden, but pretty much every character in the game. One of the 2 women in the game, Courtney, Sam, Sundowner, the gang's all here. And then also just, it has insanely in-depth discussion on every single bit of everything you could do. Look, there's Raiden killing cops again. And it has some cool little concept art too. I'm geeking out. This is definitely going to be its own video, but I thought it'd be worth mentioning. And I think it might have some cool lore or cool random stuff in there that I'd be excited about. And then here is, I didn't know this existed before I bought the North American one, or would have tracked one of these down. Oops. But this is the deluxe collector's edition version of the complete official guide collector's edition. I didn't think to wait on that or look for that, so I am going to probably have this one, I think. If it is this one, I'll make an editor's note and be very happy. But that's it for books. There was never any official book of Metal Gear Rising's plot written, nothing like that. So we're on to the real merch now. So, I will say, I know I just said I don't want to buy any of the clothes, and that is entirely true. Except for this watch. And I actually have, check this out. Is this not the coolest thing on the planet? I mean, God, it's probably not worth $1,000, and I know that. But oh my God, that is so cool. And it's by Seiko too. So it's actually a really decent quality watch. My only concern with buying something like this from eBay, outside of using eBay, would be my worry that the battery might have corroded inside of it. I would definitely want to coordinate with the seller to make sure that wasn't the case. Anyway, big fan of the watch. So we're gonna update our list here. So up next, we have carbon fiber necklaces, and these are really cool. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what they're supposed to emulate the shape of, but very cool. Maybe Raiden's dog tags from the second game. Here we have just like a phone strap. In Japan, phone straps are a really big thing, and they're somewhat of a thing here. But, so, obviously Konami's style division wanted to sell that. Up next, there's a paper fan. I would be shocked if any of those still existed. Oh. Not only do they exist, they're still sold to this day. Whoa, color me surprised. And then we have, this really dates the game, iPhone 5 cases. So there were 3 different styles. There was a Zendatsu blue, there was a Raiden blue, that's really sick actually, and a Raiden black, and that one's really sick. There's a clear file, which I think is just what it looks like. There's an official poster. I wish these were in higher. Okay, yeah. Don't clown on me. Oh no, that's right, cool. Yeah, don't clown on me too hard if I'm an idiot. Another official poster of Raiden attacking the police in Denver. There's an umbrella bag that is very, very sick. A paper mask. I bet I could print that out and remake that. I may do that for a video after I do a face reveal at some point. Now we're into the clothes. So there were these shirts and matching long johns, which this one's really cool. I'll say the one on the left I think is really cool. The others are pretty hit or miss. I like what they've done with this one on the right of taking the traditional exclamation point motif from Metal Gear Solid and slicing through it, and it's slowly sliding off of itself to signify the Zandatsu from Rising. That's a really, really cool touch. And I can't really make out what these patterns on the bottoms are supposed to be here, but cool, nonetheless, very cool. Some t-shirts. I'll just quickly give my opinions of these. These two seem cool. Those are sick as hell. And then this is the same pattern that was on that shirt we looked at earlier, which is really cool. I think this one's pretty neat. And the Zandatsu one, if you had the right flavor in your wardrobe, I think you could make that pop. I unfortunately don't, but I'm sure the right person could absolutely work that. I don't know about these two. I can't really see them in any higher quality. I don't think this gets any higher quality. Oh, it does a little bit. It's still a little hard to make out what it is. And then there's a Desperado one over there. That's pretty nice. Yeah, so most of these are kind of mid. These two are sick. That one's sick. And then that one's very sick. With that, we're on to the next thing. Hoodies. These are sick. These are really sick. I'm not gonna start collecting clothes, but if I was, I would buy these. These are everything I just liked from the shirts all in one. The cool Rising logo with the typography to make out Raiden's face, in addition to the sliced exclamation point on the back, and I believe that's Japanese lettering down the side. Don't, you know, I might be wrong, but absolutely sick. Would definitely pay for those. And they look like they're zip up, which, but pretty cool. Here's the second run of hoodies. Nowhere near as cool. It's just the Desperado people and their logo in 2 different colors. Jetstream Sam fans may eat that one up. I personally don't. And now we get on to what I own. So, this is the figure I've shown off in all my videos and everything. This is the PlayArts Kai. Have I said that wrong every single time? I have. I've looked like a fool. So here's the PlayArts Kai Raiden figure. This is the one I have. It's just the standard color. This actually kind of looks like it's the blue one. But it may be the lighting. This really looks like it's the blue one though. It comes in 5 colors, I believe. So there's standard, white, orange. Orange admittedly looks kind of sick. Like, that's pretty cool. Blue. Okay, no, so the blue is more blue than the other one. It was just weird lighting on that. And then this is supposed to be the yellow one? Is this yellow? Hold on. Okay, no, that's what yellow looks like. I just have the standard black, but the yellow's cool too, I guess. Moving right along. The Raiden Revoltech, and I don't know what a Revoltech is, so I'm going to look it up and I'll be back shortly. Oh. Huh. You learn something new every day. There are only 14 pages on their wiki. And they don't have a page for Raiden. I might write that. I may become one of the biggest contributors to the Revoltech wiki. I am actually going to do that later, so I'm leaving that up. So here's what it looks like. Pretty sick, but admittedly a little more exaggerated and cartoonish than I'm really a fan of, especially on the eyes. That eye is just huge compared to what it would typically be for Raiden. It does look very, very good though. So, back to it. There's also, it looks like a white Revoltech. Very cool. On to the next one, and here's where we get into the stuff that I actually am actively pursuing getting. So, now we're on to what I really want. The Raiden Hot Toys figure. Oh my god, this thing is so fucking cool. I mean, seriously, this thing is unreal. We're gonna go to the website for it and look. There are 2 of them. There's the standard coloration, and there's the Inferno. That is the worst picture of the Inferno. Okay, so we're gonna go to their website. So, looking at it, you can already tell this thing is insanely well detailed. I mean, just every aspect of it. Look at that. And obviously these are promotional images, so this one may be slightly more, you know, detailed than the average, but still, everything I've seen about these online, all reviews I've read, say it is just absurd. It is absurdly good. But what's really special about this one, outside of the fact that it's 1/6 scale, so it ends up being like very tall. It's about half an inch taller at least than my PlayArts one. Has 30 points of articulation. Everything is like a new sculpt. It's got a lot of the things the PlayArts has, but what it is it's just so much more detailed, and that's insane because the PlayArts one is already insanely detailed. It comes with 1 pair of fists, palms, so basically 4 pairs of hands, a foot that can hold the blade, and then it doesn't even say how many head sculpts. Oh no, just 1, but it's got different pieces. It has just the standard outfit. It has his high frequency blade, his dagger, and it has the assault rifle from Metal Gear Solid 5, which is insane. Because in Metal Gear Solid 5, in the mission... In that mission, he can hold an assault rifle. Obviously, it's from Metal Gear Solid 5, but it's not the full game. It's the pre-release Ground Zeroes. He can get a gun, and you can play as him. And then after that, you can play as him in all the missions in the base game. But Special Edition comes with Murasama and the sheath, which is the gun, which I'll pull up a picture of in a second. But it is, oh my god, no other Raiden figure, no other anything comes with that ever. That would be so sick, dude. That would be so cool. As far as accessories for the head go, he's got the visor, the open black visor, sheath, and then an extra thing of chest armor. I don't know about that. And then a stand. And then a stand. Released around 2015, which is part of why they're expensive. It's old. All the Rising stuff is old. I waited to grow up, and then god dang, everything's expensive now. But I mean, this is sick. This is so cool. So look, so this is all the stuff you get with the standard right here. Right, like pretty good setup. But then you look over here, and it comes with Murasama. And that is like the tightest shit, bro. That is the coolest thing. Also, if you take a peek at the gun here, this is what the base assault rifle, I think it has the suppressor and the red thing are an upgrade, but this is pretty much the base assault rifle from Metal Gear Solid 5, the first one you R&D developed. So it even fits in with that game. So if you were to first say, I don't know, have their Snake figure or whatever, this would fit in just fine with him, and you could even interchange accessories, which, but there's also an Inferno version, and I think it looks bad. Of course, I'm not an expert, I'm just me, but I don't think it looks that great, so we're gonna keep moving. I think this video is gonna end up being very long. Uh-oh. So up next, we have the Raiden statue by GECCO. I didn't know this thing existed until like 5 minutes before I started this video, and it is so sick. And it looks like that one is a little bit out of my price range at the moment. So anyway, that's the GECCO statue. Up next, what is that? Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So there's a letter opener that looks like Raiden's sword. Pretty cool. I saw one for like 10 bucks or 20 bucks somewhere. I'm probably gonna cop it just because I suck at opening letters and it's cool and on brand for me. So probably cop that. Next up, there's a USB that looks like Raiden's sword, which is... Oh, that is such an... It sure is. Probably won't be getting that. They made a candy that explodes on your tongue. Very cool. I would love to try it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to purchase it. They have 2 sets of dog tags. Both look perfectly cool. One's Maverick Security Consulting, and the other is Desperado, it looks like. Oh no, that's the LQ84 Finier. That's what the dog would have wore. Dogs don't wear dog tags. I see what they did. Okay. They had a keychain of Maverick's Security Consulting, which is cool. It's very interesting that a lot of this is branded around Maverick, which is, if you don't know, the company Raiden works for. Because, slight spoilers, I guess. He leaves them like 2 missions into the game. So they won't get in trouble for his actions. And B, I don't know how often you actually even see their logo in game. I don't think it's very common. There's... What is this, actually? Oh, it's a wristband. There's a wristband. There's this shirt, which is pretty decent, like a 6, 7. This one, which is like a 4. It's just a print on a white t-shirt. This is kind of cool. But, like... Metal Raiden, Make It Right, Steel Mercenaries, Quick Zandatsu, Samuel. It's not a lot of this. This kind of feels like when they make a product entirely in Japanese and then just slam it through Google Translate and sell it, and no one looks over it. This feels like these are all things. That's a clit. Oh, it says cut. Oh, woo. These all are things about the game, but like, why is it laid out like this? This is an odd one. This shirt's odd. Next, there's the 4th t-shirt by Level Up. It says Reborn, but it could be a little hard to read. That almost looks like something Nike would have sold in the mid-2010s, very 2013 feeling. So this was really on brand for the time the game came out, I suppose. Maybe a year or two late, but pretty on brand for that time. Definitely kind of a dated design now, but not bad. This is a gym outfit right here. This one's cool. This is sick, actually. I would buy this. I wouldn't to remind everyone again, I have no drip. I have no drip at all. But this is sick. I really like this one. What is that called? T-shirt 5 by Level Up Wear. I know I said no clothes, but never mind. That's going on the list. Heck, if I can't find that on my own, I might screen print one. And then a hoodie by Level Up, which says, oh my god. No. It says War Child. I want to note, I didn't read through all of these before I started recording. Like, I wanted this to be genuine and authentic. Since I've made the decision to start like collecting a lot of this stuff, I hadn't done any digging into it because I just decided like, oh, I'm gonna do it. A, it's a really funny meme and I have expendable income, and B, like, it's super interesting and it's my favorite game. But this is like fucked. This is scuffed. If you don't know, Raiden was a child soldier. And the whole plot of the game is him trying to prevent others from becoming child soldiers. So to put a picture of him on a hoodie and label it War Child is bold. A bold move.
Bullseye!
Wow. Up next, there's some mugs. Yeah. They are mugs. And then some Maverick Security Consulting mugs. I actually like these. These are subtle. They're not as in your face as like, oh, look, it's the logo of a game. Like, these are kind of subtle. If I came across, I'm not going to go out of my way to find one, but if I came across one, I would buy it. Next up, we have, shot glasses. These are cool. I like these. I'm sure they're prohibitively expensive. And if anyone had any Metal Gear Rising merch they wanted to send me, that is not a pipe bomb, like, shoot me a message or something. Leave a comment and I'll coordinate with you, I guess. But I want to reiterate, do not send me pipe bombs or anthrax. Moving right along, there's a poster. That's pretty, I mean, it's just key art for the game that they used in all the marketing. It's the same as the Japanese cover and the strategy guide cover and everything, but it's, holy shit, wait, I just realized, hold on. Oh no, let me zoom in. Okay, I can't zoom in. I'll zoom in post. Look at right here. That's Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2. That's Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 4. And it looks like him from Metal Gear Solid 4. That might be Snake, though. Solid Snake. It's hard to tell. That just made this 15. Okay, that is really cool. And that's not on the key art for the games. That is sick, actually. That is super cool. I love that now. Okay, yeah, no, that's really cool. I was about to write this off, but that is maybe one of the cooler things we've seen. Up next, we have pins / buttons, badges, whatever you want to call them, wherever you're from. Yeah, it's, key art we've seen. Raiden killing cops over there, Raiden with the sword over here. And then, interestingly, Foxhound, which isn't mentioned at all in Rising. The logo, Maverick Security Company, and Desperado. Cool, but kind of normal. Dog tags by BioWorld, which, from what we have, just literally looks to be exactly that. We have a keychain by the same company, which, just the logo, cool enough. A wallet, which is curiously in blue, unless this is like worn. I would love to know more about this. And then also by BioWorld, there was a t-shirt, which is just the logo, and you can definitely tell from a lot of the marketing around Metal Gear Rising exactly when it was made, and this is like a poster child of that. If this does not scream edgy, trying to harken back to the early 2000s and the mid-2010s to you, this is such a perfect example of it. This is like, finally, we've learned Photoshop and we've gotten good enough to throw key art and some lighting effects from a cool lightning thing. That's exactly what this is. Not a big fan of the BioWorld product so far. The Figure prototype logo, that is understated enough that it's kind of cool, and it looks like it would be kind of soft, so decent. This is not to do with Rising. This is just a general Metal Gear theme, but sure, pretty neat. The 5th t-shirt by BioWorld is, I believe, the Yoji Shinkawa art, key artist for the Metal Gear Solid covers. His art of Raiden, which curiously they didn't use, probably because it's different enough they wanted to differentiate, but that with the logo, pretty cool. There's some more BioWorld stuff. I did not realize how long this was going to be when I started it. This image quality is shit. It looks like that's Raiden if I squint. This is the Metal Gear Rising logo on a black t-shirt. Really kind of underwhelming on that one. And then the last t-shirt by BioWorld is even smaller image. Oh my gosh. And it is another stock art of Raiden and Blade Wolf. Literally just pasted on a shirt with a logo, but the Metal Gear's in blue instead of white or the standard gray. So that seems to be it for the... Oh my god, there's so much more. Oh my god, there's so much more. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's just keep on rolling. We're gonna pick up the pace a little bit. I didn't realize there was that much. Magnets. First one, same image as we just saw. Second, just the Desperado logo. Third, Maverick Security Consulting. Questionably, it's on a black background instead of white, or on a red background instead of like white, or colors inverted and on black. I don't think that's a very good look. Key art again. Yoji Shinkawa art again, very cool still. What is this? So that's it for the magnets. Magnets were pretty mid, not super interesting. Travel pass holders. Now, I don't know much about travel passes or anything like that, but these are pretty cool. This one is cool. I will say anything with the LQ84 prototype for Blade Wolf on it, I think is pretty cool. I really like that sort of stuff. Yoji Shinkawa art one looks decent. That's just a good piece of art. This mug cannot be real. I refuse to believe this is real. Someone made this in Photoshop. This is not real at all. This is also not real. I do not believe this is real, surely. Greeting cards by ForbiddenPlanet.com. So ForbiddenPlanet.com has made everything from the magnets onto where we're at now. These greeting cards are just more key art. You'll notice this key art maybe has the pictures of Raiden in it. It's kind of hard to tell with that low resolution. Forbidden Planet also made a tote bag and a print with Yoji Shinkawa's art on it. Pretty cool. And then they also made a print with that key art. Now let's get on to something else really cool. The headset. So Astro Gaming made a Metal Gear Rising headset with what looks to be interchangeable earpieces. This shit's sick as fuck. And there's no chance it's not egregiously expensive now. I don't care if that thing sounds like ass. If I ever get it, every video I make for the rest of my life is going to be recorded on it. This is sick. It's going in the I am sure it is prohibitively expensive category. And then here's the black version of that same headset with one of the not as good looking earpieces on it, sure. Again, a beanie by Great Eastern, but it's still got the Foxhound logo on it, which is not really that much of a Metal Gear Rising thing, but it's a Metal Gear thing. A wall scroll by Great Eastern. Another piece of key art printed by Great Eastern. I'm imagining most of these were just printed in different regions, and that's why they're to different companies, but it's the same art. And what is this? Official stickers by Great Eastern. These are sick. If I found these for cheap, I'd pick these up. A phone charm by Great Eastern, and it's Zandatsu. And then a second phone charm, that's LQ84. Both of those are pretty sick. A towel. A beach towel. Fellas, what are you doing if your lady walks out of the shower wrapped in the Metal Gear Rising beach towel? Just think on that one. What is this? Oh, a blanket with the Yoji Shinkawa art. They're both curious. And then it looks like patches. It looks like they made a patch with Maverick Security and Desperado on it. There was a puzzle by them also. I'm gonna start going a little faster. We have so much to go. They made a button badge. Interestingly, the only one listed is of LQ84, but I refuse to believe they didn't make one of the other two also. They made a tumbler. God, not the website, the bottle. And that cracks me up. It's the art of Raiden killing cops. They made a notebook, and it looks like a file folder. And what is that? Is that a thank you note? An elastic band folder. Sure. What the hell is this? Raiden H game mode statue. I will be honest with you. This is indecipherable. What is this? I don't know what this is. If someone knows what that is, like, comment or message me or shoot a flare in the sky at 12:36. All right. And now we're on to the promotional merchandise. And to be honest, we are going to breeze through this because that is the last of the merch. There was a shirt sold by Amazon. Pre-order shirt at TGS. TGS pre-order shirt was kind of sick. Amazon shirt was pretty good. Pre-order art book. Pretty cool. North American exclusive steelbook. Yeah, I want to find a copy of that. Exclusive pre-order Yoji Shinkawa steelbook. Very cool. Future Shop steelbook, which looks kind of similar to the other one, but no, they changed out the key art and put something different on the back. And then Walmart had gift cards with the logo on it. Oh, reservation cards. Sorry. TGS had a 12-inch pamphlet. That would be cool to find one of those. What is this? Hold on, go back. Why does it just say "you will" and have a picture of a melon? Another editor's note. I found a picture, so it ends up saying "cut what you will," but it just looks really funny when it's unfolded. So, that's what that is. Here. What on earth? Huh. Oh, these are sick. Okay, so these are business cards they made for all the people who participated in the making of the game, and they look like razor blades. That is sick as hell. That is rad. Did fucking Raiden take this picture? Hold on. What is this? Did Raiden himself take this image? This is Hideo Kojima's business card for Rising. And Raiden himself took this picture, or maybe Blade Wolf. Make it right. That was the hashtag they were using to help promote the game. Here's some pin badges they had at PAX. Hey, some of y'all I follow on TikTok need this shirt. Y'all for real horny posting about Raiden. That's absurd. This is the promotional shirt from Eurogamer in 2012. I'm ready for Raiden. Oh, buddy. Eurogame promotional hologram image. Pretty cool. Bet he like looks at you or something. The pamphlet that says "Get your ready for Raiden" shirt. Here's the pin. Oh my god, they spent so much on marketing this game. The TGS 12 double-sided poster with the Zone of the Enders HD on the other side. Same key art we've been seeing for a while. Promo stickers here. Yep. A tote bag, which is cool. I like this theme of dotted lines all over, like to promote the Zandatsu. That's a really cool touch to a lot of this European and North American marketing. It doesn't seem like most of the Japanese marketing did that, but I will give our marketers on this side of the sea credit. Like, that's pretty cool. Press kit. Pretty standard stuff for a press kit. Oh, I lost my spot. Promo flyer. Pretty standard stuff. The store event pre-order t-shirt. It doesn't say specifically which store. Cut what you will. My favorite character in Metal Gear is Raiden, and his famous quote, "Cut what you will." Hey guys, it's me, Raiden Metal Gear. Cut what you will. Double-sided event poster. Pretty cool. It's like pre and post Jetstream Sam fight. Mid Armstrong fight. Another poster. These are cool. I'm really going to start speeding up though. Winter coats for the tour. Which just made for the promoters. Another shirt. It looks to be a folder of some sort. A launch party postcard. Launch party promotional shirt for Europe. It's literally just the logo on a black shirt. This, what is that? American or a different European launch party promotional shirt. They gave out these little wristbands they used to give out all the time in the 2010s. Those little rubber wristbands with the logo on it. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance balloons. What is that? Another tote. Another shirt with just the logo on it, taken in such an exposed place. This was taken on the sun. GameStop exclusive shirt. This was taken with a Nokia the day it came out. And then, this is sick as fuck. I'm glad we're ending it on this. This is really cool. So it looks like Platinum gifted Kojima this dwarf gecko mousepad as a gift. And this is really cool. It's the dwarf gecko pulling out the USB to stick it in and then have to flip it over and put it in the middle of the third mission. Second, if you don't count the tutorial. And it's starting to be Zandatsu'd. And that is really cool. And at the bottom it has Koji Pro and Platinum's logos. That is sick. I would love a reproduction of that if I ever made them. Or if anyone ever wanted to make one custom. But yeah. With that, I think I've genuinely been talking for an hour now. We need to talk about the last thing to collect. Limited editions of the game. I thought I was done. So some of you have mentioned in your comments you have the collector's edition. And why I've asked you which region, some of you have noted that I do that every time, is because the Japanese and American collector's edition, and the European one, but Europe isn't real, are very different. So the North American collector's edition comes with a steelbook, the game, the soundtrack, and a cool lamp. I mean, that really is a cool lamp. I would like the lamp, but I really don't think I'll go out of my way to get the American special edition. What I am going out of my way to get is the Japan Premium package. And not the KONAMISTYLE one, because the only difference between these two is that this one includes the white armor PlayArts figure, which I already have the black armor PlayArts figure, so I'm perfectly fine. But this is really cool. So you may or may not be able to tell from this image. It comes with a special box, an art book, a steel book, the soundtrack, the game itself, and 2 magnetic dwarf gecko figures, which I think would look really cool next to my Raiden figure anyway. So I'm gonna get this. I found some listings for around a little less than $100 on eBay. I'm gonna scoop this pretty soon. But what's really cool about the box is you'll notice the way you opened it is it's been Zandatsu'd. And so you can actually set it up. I've seen pictures. You can set it up any number of ways that makes it look like it's been cut and it's sliding apart slowly, which is such a minor detail, but that's so cool. And I've deliberately avoided reading anything about the art book or the soundtrack. I've listened to the soundtrack, of course, lots of times, but I haven't read anything about either. Lastly, and like I mentioned, this one is exactly the same, except it comes with the white PlayArts Kai figure. Special edition Japan, which is just the game with all the DLC and the wallpaper themes. And then lastly, I don't know why this says Zabi. I don't know what that means. But Europe got their own special edition. For PS3, it came with what looks like the game and the PlayArts Kai figure white. And for Xbox, it came with the game and the PlayArts Kai figure white also. So, last thing to talk about, the consoles. I very much want the Japanese Metal Gear Rising console. Dead on! I found some listings that sit anywhere from like $250 to $350. None of them seem to be brand new, which I'm not counting on. But I would rather get the Japanese than the Europe, because I live in North America and I already have lots of like North American games, and I think it would be easier to unregion lock the Japanese one anyway, although I could be wrong. It also comes with a t-shirt. I'm really don't care about that, but cool. But yeah, that is it. So with that, let me finish up the list and then we'll talk it over. Here is our final version of the list. Here's what I currently own. I currently have pretty much every North American edition of the game in the Steam game. I have the PlayArts Kai Raiden figure, and I have the strategy guide, which I know is not much of a collection. I know, I'm getting started. These are what I have my eyes on. They're in order of like how much I want them. So, working our way down, Alright, so the first thing I have my eyes on is the Japanese Deluxe Edition. If you remember, it has, we'll go back and look at it real quick. It has the cool box, the figures, the soundtrack, the steelbook, and the art book. I really want it for the box, the figures, and the art book, because the soundtrack's on Spotify. But, you know, like, it'd be cool to have all that. And this would be the Japanese edition. So, I really, really want that. If I stumble across a North American edition on either console, and it's not too prohibitively expensive, I'm gonna get it. But I'm not, like, actively pursuing one right now. I absolutely want the Hot Toys Raiden figure. I am fiending for it, dude. It looks so cool. It is taller than the one I have. I think if I could put one of each on the end of my TV, like one of the Hot Toys and one of the PlayArts on each end of my TV, it'd be so sick. Lastly, the Japanese PS3. I don't really need to explain that anymore. I think it's sick. It's got a unique color scheme. Pretty cool. The sword letter opener, the t-shirt, the shot glasses, and the poster are all like more of, if I happen upon them, I'll get them. Otherwise, you know, it's whatever. And then lastly, if I had unlimited money, I would buy that fucking watch. I want you to understand. I would do anything to get one of those watches, bro. I would buy a Revoltech just to check it out. They seem cool. Realistically, I probably would want the GECCO statue before the Revoltech. The Astro Headset seems like the coolest thing. It just seems nifty. So I'd like to get that. With that, I've been talking for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours straight at this point, recording. I didn't realize how exhausting this was. And here I am. So I'm gonna go. Thank you all so much for all the support. I know y'all really have been eating up my stuff on TikTok. I appreciate it. To those of you who come over from TikTok, you're the best. Thank you. It genuinely means the world. I don't really plan on making a career of this, but I really would like to try to get regular with uploads and everything else. And for those of you who are on YouTube who have been here since the UNIQLO show and are still here, hi. This is probably the direction this channel is going to start going in. I'll be talking about things I'm hyper focused on and interested in, and probably doing less anime edits as we go. So, apologies if you were looking forward to the anime edits. I'll do them when I'm in the mood, but I'm less in the mood for that every day. With all that said, I think that's sort of the state of the union as the crow flies. Thank you all so much for your time, your attention, and please feel free to let me know in the comments what you liked about this, what you didn't like, and what I could do better. I'm just getting started. YouTube does not come natural, nor does voicing over things. So please tell me, especially about my editing too, tell me what you liked and didn't like about the editing I've done, how I could improve it, and just generally what you think. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.